morning everybody, the Civic is behind us. In the last video we got it running, finally got it running. It was taking up weeks of our time. The Civic is here and it's driving all over the place. On the motorway it's just like floaty as hell, and it's had no geo and no alignment or nothing. So obviously we want to track this car. We're going to be taking it out on track. We're going to be letting all the staff members take it out on track as well. So we need to get a full geo, a full setup. So we're down at AMD, and Ronnie, he's a time attack driver. He drives our time attack Focus. He's going to be doing a geo on the Civic, so he's got a lot of friends and stuff with racing Civic Cup, so he's got some great knowledge on how they set up this car. So funnily enough, we're going to get Ronnie out. He's going to be doing it, going to be asking a lot of questions, and we're going to be learning some stuff about doing a geometry, what affects, what's a good setup, why is it a good setup, and we're just going to basically learn today how to geometry a car, what adjustments that makes the driving or how the car handles. Here's our Civic. Ronnie's just making me a cup of tea. We're going to get it inside. It's got some serious cars here, and the unit looks amazing. I can see a nice little track Clio in the corner. This is Ronnie. I know that you drive the green light car. Yeah. But do you do time attack and other stuff as well?
I used to. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, 10 years it was. Yeah.
I remember Neil saying earlier, because I spoke to him when I went in this morning. He was saying that the one thing that got my attention was that a lot of the Civic Cup drivers, they put like massive toe out on the rear.
Yeah, just to give a more vicious turning, I suppose.
Right.
Yeah, just to get the rear rotating more.
Right. Okay.
You can have it. What we'll do is go to 0.
Yeah.
Hold up 2 seconds.
Toe out on the rear. We've come outside because there's a car on the dyno. So.
Yeah. So toe out on the rear gives you like a more rotate the rear end quicker and easier.
Right.
But if it's going to be for you guys, then obviously we'll make it a bit user friendly.
The idea we're going to go with was not that aggressive, because a few people are going to be driving the car have never been out on track and stuff. So I think we're going to go with, was it 0 toe? Yeah. And then maybe if we wanted to increase it, increase it. Okay. Yeah. And what about the front? Was that like mega cambered or
the
what?
Front, yeah, we was going to go. I think we was going to go max on them top mounts. Yeah. And see how we get on from there. So,
yeah. Because the top mounts that we fitted as well, they're not adjacent to the wheel. So we'll show you I'll show you in a minute. But like when the top mounts, they're facing towards the car. Yeah. So like the camber, it doesn't look like it camber. It looked like it would. Well,
it'll add more caster really than camber.
Okay, so if you put them on mats, it'll add more caster than camber. Yeah. Now I don't know what is caster.
Caster, I suppose, basically for me, it gives better stability under braking. Okay. It brings the shock absorber towards the back of the car rather than the shock absorber being straight. Yeah. You add more caster and it'll bring the shock towards the back of the car more. So under braking, it has more pitch.
So you can imagine it like a bike.
That's it, exactly like that. Right. Yeah. That's how I understand it.
So when you're braking, it would straighten out. Instead of if it was straight, you're overleaving on itself. Yeah. When we do, because the gel you speak, when we put on mats, it's going to do caster and camber. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah. Would that not, because obviously the way they're facing, would that not like mess up the toe? Would you have to?
But that's when we adjust the toe to suit.
So. Okay, so we're going to do the caster and camber and then pull the toe
that's
in.
It, yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's a good thing with the Hunter alignment machine. Yeah. We've got it all on the screen, so we can adjust accordingly. So sometimes you'll find you do loads of caster, loads of camber, and then it'll bring the toe out. You bring the toe back in, then it starts mucking about with the caster. So.
This here.
Oh right, drive shaft is it? Oh yeah, it's probably it, isn't it?
Yeah, this bit's solid, but this bit is...
Yeah, Yeah, because he said when you're going like in person, you can hear it. Yeah. I'm glad because if it was like something like a bush or something, and then that ruins the alignment. That's okay. We can deal with the drive shaft. It was out. It was out. It feels out. On the motorway, it's like it's like I'm driving in a movie. Yeah. So was everything out pretty much? Yeah. So what numbers? Obviously, the batch is going to go 0 toe, and
then it's going to be half a degree less camber than what the front will be.
Okay. And what's the front? What we're aiming for on the fronts?
Maximum camber.
Maximum camber.
As much as they go in.
As much as the like yellow speeds allow.
That's what I've been told by Luke at Tegua. So.
Okay.
They obviously know what they're doing. So. Yeah, we'll go off for there.
So there's still lots of reds on there because we've not gone to the OEM.
Yeah. So this is set for an OEM spec, but then we've just put it to our own.
So we've got 1.3 degrees of camber
on the front. Caster 3 degrees.
3 degrees caster.
So total toe on the front is 0.01. This is the rear. So the rear is 0.
Yeah.
To make it, like I say, a bit more user friendly.
Yeah.
What we would say now is we'll start going in with the toe sort of half each time, so we can go and we can do a track day or whatever you guys, and see how you feel. If you start to get a bit more confident in the rear, you can start adding more toe, which will then give it more, like I say, rotate the rear more.
So you can chuck the back end in a bit.
That's it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which obviously would be a bit dangerous for someone who's not expecting.
That's it for a novice. You want it, a bit user friendly, really.
Yeah.
So like the Civic Cup cars, they're like real vicious settings on the rear,
right?
Which would feel horrible to anyone else driving.
Yeah.
But
you feel like the back end's going to fall off.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So you out in it first, are you?
I deserve to be. I think I deserve to be. Yeah, I don't know when we're going to be going on. I don't know. I think there's a few SNET days that are coming up, but I think they like Brands Hatch. Everyone likes it. Brands Hatch in the office. I've never driven around there.
Have you never?
No, I've never driven around Brands. I think it's like one of the only tracks I've not been around. So yeah, in the end we've got 1.3 degrees of camber on the front, just over 3 degrees of caster on the front, 1.3 degrees of camber on the rear, and then just a 0 toe. Thank you, mate.
No worries, mate.
Thank you, mate. Hopefully I can drive straight now.
That's it, yeah.
On the motorway.
Fingers crossed, yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully get out on track soon.
Yeah, mate.
But I'll see you in a few weeks on Time Attack at Brands Hatch.
June.
You're driving the Focus.
Yes, mate.
Yeah, I'll be there. I don't know why I'm there, but I am there. This is going to go on track, and I'm very scared because I put this engine in a car park. I'm absolutely terrified about. There's no leaks. Well, I just hope all the bolts are tight. That was my only thing. It seems alright. It's made it here. Yeah, the drive shafts. We need 2 new drive shafts. The drive shafts are the one that's knocking. It's not the end of the world. No. In fact, I'm gonna have to drop the gearbox off again. Great. Unless I can do some trick, jack one side up, take the drive shaft, drop it. Maybe we'll find a way. Right. Thank you, Ronnie.
Okay, mate, no worries.
We'll see you soon.
See you later on.
Okay, so I should ideally really be seeing that difference straight away. So it felt so floaty from the right front. Like the front end just felt so floaty, and looking at these before measurements I can easily see why. The camber is just all over the place on the front. Camber is like, they've got like 1.5 degrees, it's like 1 degree out, so it feels so different. So that's going to feel so much tighter on the front. The toe is all over the place on the front as well. Luckily we didn't have to change over them top mounts. We thought that might have been an issue, but he spoke to one of the guys he spoke to Luke at Tegua, and he was saying that you can swap them around and you'll get more camber, but the way that we've got it now, it'll get more caster, and for what we want, it's ideal just to run it as it is. There's no point swapping them around. Maybe in the future, if we want really aggressive settings, we might end up swapping the top mounts over, but for now, it's well, I'll see. I'll drive it and I'll see when I get back.